Hello, everyone. You're here with Sean Brooks, the realtor, aka the real estate guy. Today's topic is the seller's disclosure. What is a seller's disclosure? I know you got to be thinking that. Well, when you're going through the process of buying a house, and you select a particular house, the law states that the seller must tell you and provide you with information about the house, all the details. So basically, let me just move me over here and we're going to try to we're going to blow this up a little bit. Um, just move some things around. I'll move that way. We're going to, oops, get rid of that. We're going to zoom in. Oh, we went too far. Okay, so we're going to get it there. So basically, I'll tell you the portions and the parts of this document that you really need to pay attention to. Well, the first section is they ask a question: do you currently live or occupy in this property full time? The seller on this particular sales disclosure selected yes. All right. It's the seller that's living in the house providing the information. The agent cannot step in and fill this out. And on the flip side, when you're selling, I cannot help you. Our agent cannot help you fill this out because we didn't live in the house. But the way it basically works is you either get a question yes, no. This section is NA or unknown, rather, right? Because you could write in here you if unknown, NA if it's not applicable. All right, it does not apply. All right, so basically, oh, also, if it's a estate property, it's not filled out. The banks don't fill this out. Anybody that inherited a property, they're exempt from it also because they don't know. All right, so let's just go through this form. It's mighty lengthy, but it gives you details. So in this particular case, when you get to this section here, management company. So it's an HOA, most likely with this property, or some kind of management company that's managing it. So it lists the company, sometimes it lists the name of the person, and then the telephone number and the email address. So what I'm looking for is anywhere where it says yes. Fee simple, yes. Are there any doors? Yes, they're going to provide keys in this particular section. They'll ask you about pets. It's very, very lengthy. What I do when you show me that you have interest in a house, I want you to read through this. I want you to ask me some questions. If it's unanswered, my job is to go back to the listing agent, point that out, let them know like, hey, my buyers want that question answered. If they don't answer it, or if they answer it with a you, what happens is this: if they accept the offer and we go to do the home inspection, anything where it says yes, and then they explain what happened to it, like roof leak, they repaired the roof leak. If you find it, it's kind of difficult to get the repair. But if it's unknown or if it's NNA, right, then I can get it on the table in the request for repairs. All right, when we're going through this process of the home inspection, and I'll piggyback off of another video about the contract. So I'll explain the contract also. All right. So has there been any property ever been surveyed? They say yes. Are there any boundaries? Yes. All right. Question number 70 is there any insulation in the walls? They say yes, in the ceiling and the exterior. What I wanted to point out to you is this: these numbers right here, 67. Is there any past, present water leakage in the house? I'm right there on this question. I'm always going to look for this question and the answer. All right. 69, then it talks about any repairs that was made to attempt to control the cause or the effect of the problem that was caused in 67 or 68. All right, so 67, 68. All right, so in this one, they're selecting no for many of the questions, but where they selected yes was 79. Does the property have a sump pump? They say yes. 2 pumps, the water drains outside. All right. If you're under warranty, is the warranty transferable? Yes. All right. So in this particular case, let's look at something about that question so I can explain it to you. So the house was purchased in 2021. Looks like this might have been a new construction home. So it normally has a 10-year warranty. So you got until 10/31. All right. Let's look. Not too many yeses. So pretty decent looking house, right? From on paper when you're just looking at this, right? So let's say fireplace, heat, stove. They said yes, the number 120 was the fireplace or heat stove part of the original house. Yes. Are there any
I didn't
problems?
get that. Could you try again? I didn't get that.
Sorry about that. Siri wanna be invading and listening. So okay. So normally in this section here, you would get the number where they selected yes. Like let's say if they said, let's look at this question here. Let me show you where a common one comes up for older houses. All right. Roof. So let's say 83. Last time the roof was surfaced. All right. Installed. So this one was installed 2021. How many layers is it? Are there any problems with it? Right. So at 85, if it was a problem, they would have to put down 85 right here and then explain what was the problem and what was the results of that problem. Now, let's say the person says it was a roof leak. They had somebody inspect it, but they didn't do anything about it. So technically, if you read this and you signed this and you attached the offer to it, you accepted the fact that the roof was not repaired. So at that point, you can't ask for the repair. All right. Cannot ask for it. So we'll go over this report lengthy and detail. So I don't want you to just assign it. I want you to be well aware of how this works. All right. Now, in this section, are the following included items in working condition? Right. It just says is in working condition. All right. Some agents will attach a inclusion exclusion list. And then this is what we're going to check off and use for our offer. Now, if they don't have an inclusion exclusion list, then we'll use this form. All right. So hopefully this gives you a little clarity about the sales disclosure. It's also radon and there's a lead one. The lead one applies to any house that was built before 1978. So on a house like this, it doesn't matter. It's not included. You don't even need the form. All right. So hopefully if you have any questions, comments, you like to share this so other people can understand it, be my guest. Write some comments in here. I would be delighted to give you answers to those questions. All right. So hopefully this video was useful to you and you look forward to more videos. Like, share, do all those great things. And it was a pleasure for you to watch this video. All right. Take care and have a good one.